Let me tell you something. Those dreams are meant to be fought for. Life isn't about sitting back and waiting for things to happen. It's about waking up each day with the drive to go after what you truly desire. Dreams don't chase you, you chase them. Dreams are powerful. They are the fuel that keeps us going, the spark that ignites our passions, and the compass that guides us through life. Yet so often, people dismiss their dreams because they feel too big, too unattainable, or too far out of reach. But here's the truth: every dream, no matter how grand, is worth fighting for. In fact, your dreams are your birthright. They are there for you to pursue, to fight for, and to achieve, but fighting for them means more than simply wishing for them. It requires action, persistence, and a belief that you are deserving of all that you dream. There will always be naysayers, those who tell you that your dreams are unrealistic, that you should settle for less, or that you should follow a more conventional path. It's easy to let these voices drown out your own. But what if you chose to listen to your heart instead of the noise around you? What if you chose to believe that your dreams are not only possible, but are waiting for you to claim them? It's not about listening to those who doubt you. It's about learning to trust yourself, even when the road ahead seems unclear. Your dreams are yours to pursue, and the only person who can determine whether or not they will come true is you. We live in a world that encourages us to play it safe, to follow the well-trodden path. But the truth is that the greatest achievements in history were not accomplished by those who followed the crowd. They were accomplished by those who dared to dream bigger, who were willing to face uncertainty, and who fought through every obstacle in their way. It's not the easy path that leads to fulfillment. It's the path that requires resilience, courage, and determination. And while the journey may not always be smooth, every step, every challenge, and every setback is a step closer to achieving the life you envision. Sometimes the fight for your dreams will be a silent one. No one else will understand the fire inside you, the relentless pursuit of something that others may deem impossible. And that's okay. You don't need anyone's approval to chase your dreams. The only approval you need is your own. And when you believe in your dreams, when you know in your heart that they are meant for you, you will find the strength to keep going, even when the world seems indifferent or even discouraging. There will be days when it feels like the odds are stacked against you. You'll face rejection, failure, and disappointment. But it's important to understand that these are not the end. They are merely parts of the process. Every successful person you admire has faced these same obstacles. What sets them apart is their ability to keep moving forward, even when things seem impossible. They didn't give up when faced with adversity. Instead, they took it as a lesson, a stepping stone that brought them one step closer to their dreams. The key to fighting for your dreams is consistency. It's not about making huge leaps every day. It's about showing up day after day with the intention of making progress. Even when you feel tired, even when the journey seems too long, remember that each small step is part of a much larger picture. The only way to get closer to your dreams is by continuing the journey, even when the destination feels far away. And in the process of fighting for your dreams, you will grow. You will learn things about yourself that you never knew. You will discover strengths you never knew you had. You will realize that the challenges you faced were not obstacles, but opportunities to become a stronger, more resilient person. At times the fight will be tough, but that's the beauty of it. The harder the fight, the sweeter the victory. Your dreams are not meant to be handed to you. They are meant to be earned. They require your dedication, your effort, and your willingness to keep pushing forward, no matter what. And when you finally achieve them, when you finally stand in the place you've always dreamed of, you'll look back at the journey and realize that every struggle was worth it. Every challenge you faced, every failure, and every setback was all part of the beautiful story of your success. So fight for your dreams because they are worth it, and you are worth it. Your dreams are yours and yours alone. No one else can define them for you, and no one else can limit them. It's easy to get caught up in the opinions of others, to let their doubts, fears, and limitations dictate what you can or cannot do. Society has a way of imposing its standards and expectations on us, telling us what we should want, what we should strive for, and what is acceptable. But if you truly want to live the life you've imagined, you must learn to shut out the noise and focus on your own desires, your own vision, and your own path. No one else has the right to define your dreams but you. This is a powerful realization, because once you understand that your dreams are for you and no one else, you free yourself from the need to seek validation from the outside world. The opinions of others can weigh heavily on your heart and mind, often making you second guess yourself. You might hear voices telling you that your dreams are too big, that you should settle for something more attainable, or that you should follow the traditional, safe route. But here's the truth: those voices are not speaking for you. They are speaking for their own fears and insecurities, not yours. Your dreams are not meant to be confined by the limitations of others. When you allow others to define your dreams, you give up your power. You allow someone else's vision of success to replace your own. You might find yourself chasing goals that were never yours to begin with, living a life that feels empty because it doesn't align with who you are or what you truly want. It's like walking down a path that someone else carved for you, only to realize it doesn't lead to where you thought it would. That's why it's so important to reclaim your power, to take control of your dreams, and to define them on your own terms. It's not just about refusing to let others dictate your dreams, though. It's also about recognizing that your dreams are valid, no matter how unconventional or different they may seem. People often fear what they don't understand, and if your dreams are outside the norm, others may try to discourage you. But remember, the world needs people who dare to be different. It needs people who are willing to step outside the lines and create something new. The ones who create change, who break barriers, and who leave a lasting impact, are the ones who didn't listen to the voices telling them to conform. They understood that their dreams were worth pursuing, no matter how strange or impossible they seemed to others. When you stop allowing others to define your dreams, you also stop letting their doubts become your reality. You stop internalizing the fear and negativity that others project onto you. Instead, you start to trust in your own abilities, your own vision, and your own potential. You begin to understand that the only person who can truly stop you is you, and as long as you believe in yourself and are willing to put in the work, nothing can hold you back. People may tell you that your dreams are too big, too bold, or too risky, but why should that stop you? Who says that big dreams aren't worth pursuing? Who says that the only safe dreams are the small ones? The only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. If you want to dream big, go ahead and dream big. If you want to push boundaries and break the mold, do it. The world needs more people who believe in their own potential, who push past the expectations of others, and who are willing to take risks in pursuit of their dreams. So, stop letting others define your dreams. Stop letting their fears and limitations dictate what you can achieve. Trust in your own ability to create the life you want, and believe that you are capable of achieving what others might say is impossible. Your dreams are unique to you, and they are valid. It's time to take ownership of them, to fight for them, and to pursue them with everything you've got. When you do, you will find that the world begins to open up to you in ways you never imagined. The road to your dreams is never smooth. It's not going to be a straight path where everything falls into place with ease. In fact, it's often filled with bumps, detours, and obstacles that may make you question whether it's even worth the struggle. But here's the truth: the road to your dreams is supposed to be hard. If it were easy, everyone would be living their dreams right now. The difficulty of the journey is what makes the achievement of your dreams so rewarding. If you want something great, you have to be willing to work for it, face challenges, and push through the hard times. There will be times when the challenges will seem overwhelming. You'll wonder if it's all worth it, if you're doing the right thing, or if you should just give up and settle for something easier. But remember, every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. Every setback, every failure, every difficult moment is shaping you into the person you need to become to handle the success that's waiting for you. It's not about avoiding the hardships. It's about learning to face them with resilience and determination. The tough times will come, and they'll test your resolve. They'll try to break you down, to make you question your abilities, and to push you into a place of doubt and fear. But what you do during these times is what truly matters. You have to choose to keep going, even when it seems like everything is against you. You have to choose to believe that the end result is worth the struggle, even when it feels impossible. Sometimes the road to your dreams will take unexpected turns. You might think you're on the right path, only to find that it leads you somewhere completely different. At first, this can be disorienting. You might feel lost or uncertain about where you're headed. But remember, just because the path looks different doesn't mean it's wrong. Sometimes the detours are exactly what you need to grow and evolve into the person you need to be. The journey isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about everything you learn along the way. What's important is that you don't give up, no matter how many times the road gets rough. You have to keep your eyes on your dreams, even when they seem far off or out of reach. The most successful people didn't reach their goals because they had it easy. They reached them because they were willing to face the challenges head on, to keep moving forward when others would have turned back. They understood that the road to success is not a straight line, but a winding journey that requires patience, persistence, and an unwavering belief that the destination is worth the struggle. Along the way, you'll also learn that progress isn't always linear. Some days will feel like victories, while others will feel like defeats. You'll make progress only to face setbacks that make it feel like you're starting over. But that's part of the process. Success isn't about never falling down, it's about getting back up every time you do. It's about keeping your momentum even when the progress feels slow. The key is to keep moving, to keep putting one foot in front of the other, even when it seems like the end is nowhere in sight. When the road gets tough, remember why you started. Remember your dreams, your passions, and the vision you have for your life. Keep your eyes focused on that and let it be the driving force that propels you forward. The harder the journey, the more satisfying the success will be when you finally reach it. You'll look back and realize that every challenge was worth it, every struggle was necessary, and every moment of doubt only made you stronger. So don't let the difficulty of the road discourage you. Embrace the challenges, learn from them, and keep going. The road to your dreams may be hard, but it's also full of opportunity. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you've always wanted. And when you finally reach the end of the journey, you'll realize that the tough road you traveled was the very thing that made your dreams so sweet to achieve. Persistence is the key to achieving anything of value in life. It's easy to be motivated when things are going well, when the road is clear, and when the world seems to be supporting you. But the real test of your strength, your commitment, and your will to succeed comes when things aren't going your way. It's during these moments, when the obstacles seem insurmountable and the challenges feel never-ending, that your true character is revealed. The ones who succeed, the ones who achieve their dreams, are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who never gave up, no matter how hard it got. Persistence doesn't mean you won't face failure. In fact, failure is often part of the process, but persistence means that you continue moving forward even after you've failed. It means you don't let one setback or even many setbacks define your journey. Failure is not the end, it's simply a lesson, an opportunity to learn and grow. If you stop every time you face failure, you'll never get anywhere. But if you keep pushing, if you keep trying, if you keep fighting for your dreams, you will eventually break through. One of the hardest parts of persistence is keeping the faith when it feels like things aren't working. When you've put in the effort, when you've given everything you have, and when it seems like you're not getting closer to your goal, it can be easy to lose hope. You might wonder if it's all worth it, if you're just wasting your time. But here's the thing, success doesn't always happen immediately. Sometimes it takes time for your efforts to show results. Sometimes it takes more than one try, more than one failure, more than one attempt before things start falling into place. The key is to keep going. Even when you feel like giving up, remind yourself of why you started. Remind yourself that persistence, more than anything else, is what separates the dreamers from the achievers. It's also important to remember that persistence doesn't mean blindly pushing forward without reflection or adaptation. It means that you keep moving toward your goal, but you're willing to learn from your mistakes and adjust your approach when needed. Persistence doesn't mean doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. It means being willing to tweak your strategy, to change your course, and to adjust your methods while still staying focused on your ultimate objective. The successful people you admire didn't just persist in the same way. They learned, adapted, and evolved along the way. Persistence is about finding new ways to overcome challenges, about learning from every experience, and about not allowing setbacks to stop you from reaching your goal. Another aspect of persistence is resilience. Life will test you. It will throw unexpected challenges in your way, and there will be times when it feels like everything is against you. But resilience is what allows you to bounce back from these setbacks. It's about getting up when you fall, finding the strength to keep going, and refusing to be defeated. The world is full of people who gave up too soon, who allowed the difficulties of life to make them quit. But the ones who make it, the ones who achieve greatness, are the ones who stand back up every time they fall, the ones who don't let the tough times keep them down. Persistence also requires patience. Dreams don't come true overnight. Success doesn't happen in an instant. It takes time, effort, and consistent action. The road may be long, and the progress may be slow, but every step you take brings you closer to your goal. And even when it feels like you're not getting anywhere, remember that every day of persistence is another day closer to your dream. Sometimes the journey takes longer than we expect, but that doesn't mean it's not worth it. The results will come if you keep going. So, when the going gets tough, don't stop. When the world tells you to quit, don't listen. When failure strikes, don't let it define you. Keep going. Keep fighting. Keep believing in yourself, in your dreams, and in the power of persistence. Every small step you take, no matter how insignificant it may seem, is a step closer to the life you want. And one day, when you look back, you'll realize that all those moments of doubt, all those times when you wanted to give up, were just part of the journey to success. So be persistent. It's the only way to make your dreams a reality. Life has a way of presenting us with challenges, some small and some monumental, that can feel overwhelming. But here's the truth. Every struggle is not an obstacle to success. It's an opportunity to learn and grow. We tend to view hardships as setbacks or signs that we're on the wrong path, but in reality, they are stepping stones that prepare us for greater achievements. Each difficulty, no matter how difficult it may seem, carries with it a lesson that shapes us into stronger, wiser, and more capable individuals. The key is to shift our perspective, to see the value in the struggles, and recognize that they are often what lead us to success. When we face difficulties, It's easy to get caught up in the emotions of frustration, disappointment, and even fear. The instinctive reaction is often to retreat, to give up, or to seek an easier way out. But doing so means missing out on the lessons that these challenges are offering. Struggles teach us resilience. They teach us patience. They teach us how to adapt, to keep going when we want to quit, and to push through the discomfort. Without these lessons, we would not be prepared for the future opportunities that lie ahead. It's through struggle that we learn the skills necessary to overcome even bigger challenges down the road. When you find yourself facing a difficult situation, whether it's personal, professional, or emotional, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What is this struggle teaching me? Is there a way I can approach this situation differently to grow from it? These questions help reframe the struggle as an opportunity for personal development. Instead of seeing it as a burden, you begin to see it as a training ground for your future success.